Hello everybody, welcome back. We're today doing another pillbox, very special pillbox video for all of you. This is a mushroom type pillbox and we'll explain the history, etc, in a minute. All you need to know is at the moment we are in what was formerly RF Warboys, and I'll tell you a little bit about the history of that as well. And welcome to a pillbox variant or an alternate pillbox, namely that a mushroom pillbox. So let's talk about it and I'll see you on the other side. Come on. Welcome back everybody. We're going to give you a wonderful little history lesson on this as I'm sort of talking you through it. It's a wonderful construction, mushroom pillbox, and a great one to put on the playlist. So please check down on the playlist below. As a recording this, we've done every single standard type of pillbox. We talked about the history, the use and their function. That's the main three things that we do on these pillboxes. We've also done a lot of pillbox variants, but as a recording, this is our first ever labelled as mushroom pillbox. So let me talk to you about this mushroom pillbox. It was an RAF type, which meant that you could only really see these on our RAF airfields. And like I said, we're today at RF Warboys. There was a limited number of these, and they were normally only seen on the east of Britain, which explains where we are. We're sort of Cambridgeshire, which is really the east of England. But it was most commonly known as the mushroom pillbox. And it was built from 1941 onwards, and this was a unique design by the FC Construction Company of Peterborough, which interestingly enough we're not actually too far away from. And it was given the RAF type number 303/41, and it was designed to give, as you can imagine, a 360-degree all-round fire capability, which basically allowed greater visibility but dangerously exposed the garrison to offensive fire, as you can imagine. It had an unusual parasol type of roof, like a mushroom cap, supported by a cruciform anti-ricochet wall, and that's basically where the mushroom got its nickname. So the idea was that, in essence, the reason for its dome-like design was that it was potentially, in theory, meant to ricochet bullets off, if that was the case. Potentially built to what we would refer to as bulletproof standard, but interestingly enough, because you're on a concrete dome and there's a concrete reinforcement at the top, which we'll have a look at in a minute, you'd class this as technically bulletproof standard, not what we also refer to as shell-proof standard. It does say that sometimes further lever further cantilever supports are added at each corner to support the roof. This is also giving it another name, namely the cantilever pillbox. So just below the embouchure, a steel rail runs along inside the pillbox. This isn't a handrail, but supported special machine gun mounts that could be traversed along the rail, probably holding one or two 300 or 50 caliber Browning or similar such weapons. And really, the incredible nature of this is just remarkable. So, obviously, I've given you the history, built from 1941 onwards. I think really, as you've sort of seen as I've been talking around you, I think let's just take our own little personal sort of like look, and yeah, let's do it. Come on. So everybody, welcome back. As you sort of saw on the when I was talking about a history lesson, this is beautiful steel rail that goes across, and it's actually important to note that I had to duck to get into the entrance. So the steel rail, basically, that's the entrance, and there's a series of steps that come down anyway. But the point is you have to duck underneath that rail because there's no break in it. And the idea was, like I said, you'd put the machine gun on the rail, and then in essence you'd be able to sort of spin round, really. Easy enough to sort of fix, unlike most sort of heavy machine gun mountings that we've seen before, which are fixed placement ones, normally like tripod sort of design. You have to watch some old pillboxes to understand that. But this one is so unique in the fact that not only is it designed, but this 360-degree view. And like I said, we're at RF Warboys, which was built in 1940. So this pillbox, in essence, was built about a year after. So really, it was to shore up the defences of the airfield from ground attack. And this is all it is. It's beautifully constructed. So what I was going to show you was, the reason why it's probably a bulletproof stand rather than shell is because we've got brick and then we've got concrete. Then we've got a concrete cap. Normally on shell we would expect it to be a lot thicker, and we'd expect to see more concrete. Surprisingly, although we do see a lot of concrete on here, but I did pursue and make sure with my history to correct myself, and I was told that this was probably going to be more bulletproof standard than shell proof, because like I said, as you've seen videos before, there's two different types. But this one is, it's a central pillar that fans out to keep this cap. This is basically the dome. And obviously above is the ricochet, and then really, but the problem with that is that any form of major hit just collapses this. So you've got the weight of this shell cap it's just going to bring on top. But really, it's this steel railing that makes it the best thing. I mean, it's so cool. I mean, it's actually in really good condition. There are still a fair few that survive, but they are rare still in terms of how many you see these days. And especially in RAF War Boys' case, a lot of stuff has been demolished. But yeah, amazing. War Boys Warriors, there you go. And this is very overgrown as well around here. But, you know, hopefully you're appreciating it. But that's it, everyone. I think we'll just take a look from the outside. And yeah, that's pretty much it. See you in a minute. Hey everyone.
Hi.
So, yeah, that was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, interesting. Different type.
Are we allowed, shall we talk about it or not?
Yeah, you don't come find it.
No.
It's next to a public right of way, but a marshal of the airfield, I guess it's still an airfield, or the farm,
yeah.
saw us and came and found us and said it's quite dangerous around that area because they trap and they hunt. So
yeah, he's more worried for us in terms of like all the traps and everything that were in there. So just saying that on this occasion, it's one of them ones where you got to respect what, you know.
They are the landowner, so
yeah.
He was courteous enough to let us finish and get off the land. But
what we didn't know, actually, just to sort of completely end on a beautiful note, we were worried. We were thinking, is this the airfield strip? As in terms of what we're walking across. And apparently he said it was.
Yeah, makes sense. That's right.
So yeah, very interesting. Well, look everybody, hopefully you can hear us with our audio.
Yeah.
Any more words of Phoenix history? Thank you so much for coming in for that wonderful Pillbox special video. Take care, much love to all of you out there. We of course will see you all very soon. Done this very awkwardly.
You have.
Feel free to spread the word. The channel really goes a long way. Much love to all of you out there. You really safe?
Yeah.
Kapow.